Hello, welcome to LanParty. This is your host, Finky. Today I'm going to be playing not just Capitalism Lab, but Capitalism Lab Subsidiary DLC and the City Economic DLC Beta. This is just the closed beta version of the game. So we're gonna give that a shot. We're gonna do a couple things, gonna show you some of the new mechanics. Alright, so real quick, what we got? Custom game. Let me just look around real quick, pick something that looks nice. So, what kind of settings do you have in the DLCs? Well, you got the same number of cities, 1 through 7. You have the same amount of capital you can do. We're going to go with very high because a lot of this stuff is really expensive, and I want to show you as much of it as I can. You can see now you can also start out with subsidiary companies. That's something that you could obtain subsidiaries throughout the game in the base version, but this one you can actually start out with subsidiary companies already underneath you. You can also create subsidiaries in the game. I'm going to avoid this. I'm just going to do it when we start the game. I'll create a new subsidiary just so I can see how that works. Occasional is fine. Here, I'm just going to put on never because, yeah. 1990, on, yep. Okay, right here. You see this where it says retail store floors, 1 and multiple? Now, you can build multiple floors on a store. That is extremely powerful. It's allowed me to make one of the most profitable companies I've ever made in this game just last night when I played it a little bit. This is extremely powerful. I'm going to show you this. This is just insane how much money you can make with multiple floors. Private company, that's something that's also new. I'm going to leave that on and I'll show you what that is when we get in the game. Competitors, I'm just going to drop this down to like 50. We're going to, yeah, 40, sure, why not? No, 6. Alright, competitor startup capital, moderate, yes, low, on, products, right here, where it says product customization. This is new. This is, oh, I haven't been telling you what comes with what DLC. Let me go back and do that real quick. This right here, private company, comes with the subsidiary DLC, subsidiary DLC, subsidiary DLC, subsidiary. This right here, I think that this belongs to the City Economic DLC. Yeah, product customization. That allows you to customize your products so that you can actually have 2 different brands of like toothpaste, say, on the market. Each use different technology levels and with different qualities and different brandings and different prices to target 2 different segments of population. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit start. Yeah. Alright. Let me just zoom out here. You can see we started out on 1 city map, and there's a reason I did that, and I'll show y'all in a little bit. Real quick, how about multiple floors? Well, let's just find. Oh, there's also the general store. I'm pretty sure this is a City Economic Planner. What is the general store? It's basically like the discount mega store, but small, so you can. So it costs less for you to put it places, and it can fit in smaller areas. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And we're just gonna go with, oh, I don't know, a convenience store. And we're just gonna place it somewhere real quick. I'm gonna pick a very high value land. 90. That's pretty good. Probably go with that. Yeah. Alright. So now we got our store set up. And we want to bring in some products. Sure, that looks cool. That looks cool. That looks cool. And that looks cool. Now there's no more now you see we can't put any more products on this floor. We can come right down here. We can hit new floor. It's gonna cost us $75,000. If we hit OK, look at there. We got floor 1, floor 2. If you put like this bread on the second floor as well, the prices will automatically be synced between them. So you don't have to go through and set the price for bread the same on each of these floors. It'll automatically be synced together. What's awesome is that you only have to buy the land once for all this extra floor space. You only have to pay 1 set of upkeep costs instead of paying upkeep costs for 2 stores, just 1. Yeah, really nice. You can go up to 3 floors, and after that, that's the max size. I don't know what I just clicked on. Oh, the university. This is something that's new too. You see right here where somewhere around here I can do it, I think. Maybe not. Oh, right here. Okay. See right here where it says monthly additional funding? You, as a private company, can go in and fund the university and select a product like, let's say, communication devices, and I can fund them $3 million. And what this does is this will increase our competitiveness rating in the city. Well, the competitiveness rating of phones, communication devices in this city, and that'll have an impact mainly on the quality of the factories producing those goods in the city, and it'll also increase, I believe, the wealth of the city, which is pretty important now. It's always been pretty important, but you see, with the mod, it looks like they got rid of that global map thing. And when I started up the game earlier with 7 cities, all the cities had about the same population and the same wage rate and about the same unemployment rate. So it looks like they're trying to get away from their old way of doing it, where every city was different, and they're trying to make it so that you develop your city and your city gets better, and over time, you know, all that good stuff. So we're going to go down here. We're going to look at the financial actions, and you can see we got borrow and repay loans, set dividend. Yeah, this used to be in the headquarters actually. Now you can do it from here. And you've got initial public offering and set up a new subsidiary company. So if we wanted to start a new subsidiary company, we could do that just by coming in here, picking it out a logo, giving it a name. Super Force sounds pretty cool to me, and you know, give it some money. Like, say I want to give it $15 million. We're gonna set it up. The requirement's not met. Must be at least 20 million. Okay, well, you must now hire a CEO for your subsidiary company. Yeah, right there. There you go. And now we got this little cool screen right here. You can see that the CEO may expand in retail. We're going to allow that. He may expand in production. He may expand in media, R&D, real estate. So you can really critique what you want this company to be all about. Acquire tech. Turn it off. Why not? Backward integration. This determines whether he can build factories, natural resource firms, and all that other stuff that he might need. And if you set the slider higher, basically it determines more how likely he is to do that. Sure. Issue new shares? No. Have invest into other companies and merge with them. Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea. I like the sound of that. Close down unprofitable firms. Yes. And liquidate firms when the company is out of cash. Yes. There we go. And they got scope of production. Like if I wanted this guy to be, I don't know, let's say I want him to concentrate on drugs. There you go. Or disable all. Come on, drugs. Enable. Oops. Come on to drugs. Enable it. And cosmetics. And I don't know. Is there anything else I might want to? How about body care products? There you go. That's what I want you to do. Those 4 things. And you got management policies. You can tell them how to set their prices. If they want to maximize their market share or maximize the profit margin. Freight concern. I'm not going to tell them not to be concerned about freight at all. And never sell products below cost. Yes, don't ever sell your products below cost. Now if you want to look for better supplies, you can tell them to do that. You can tell them to look for supplies from your own company. You know, his own firms or your firms. So that's a good thing to do right there. I'm going to tell him to do any farms. And then supply tolerance. This is if he's not getting the supply he needs. The higher this is, the more likely he is to look for a new supply source. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot of it's self-explanatory on this. So now that we look at that, what else do I have to show you in this new game? Well, if you come over here to political parties, you can see that there are 2 parties right now. The Democratic Party and the National Party. And if you look down here, party leader Finky, CEO of LanParty, hometown Kimswick. So what this is you now have political parties, and if you can get your political party to become to take over the city, its government, then you can start to use the government mode to basically do a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Protectionist. They can enact a lot of protectionist and corporatist policies in order to protect your interest and their other party members' interest. So yeah. And what else do we have to show you? Nation right here. You can see that there is a chart for population and unemployment and quality of life, GDP, economic graphs, nation score. This is a new type of score you can get by increasing the quality of life of your city. All kinds of cool stuff here. And then you got the cities themselves. What else is there? Oh, there's top 100 charts. There's 100 billionaires, local billionaires, and there's also now most influential people. And these are the people who have the highest and greatest amount of influence. Let's see what else we have to show you on this screen. That might be it for this screen. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and back out of here real quick. Now, one thing I also want to show you is right here, is this button right here. If you see, it says build a new city. If I click on it, you can see that if I pay $100 million to the new city's treasury, I will have exclusive rights to develop and run the city for 30 years. What does that mean? Well, let's find out. Acquire the rights. Now you see we have a new city, Mifflin and Kimswick. Down here, there it is, way up there in the corner for some reason. And as you would expect, you know, it's a brand new city, no one lives here. So what do we want to do now that we have this city? I honestly don't know. I don't know the best way to grow a city. You can see it has 0 population, so there's a thing. I don't know if it's best to like build a store to attract people here, or maybe a commercial building. I'm really unsure. Like, But you see now we have government mode, so we're gonna go ahead and go over there, and we have $100 million. That's the money we just gave them, and you can see we got a whole bunch of different things we can do. Land use planning tool. What is this? Well, this is like your zoning. If you've ever played a City Skylines or some other city builder game, you'll know what zoning is, and this is basically the same thing. So you see right here we have let me just find not for sale. Okay, so if I wanted to say like, hey, this land right here, that's city land, nobody can buy it at all. Okay, and that'll mean that it'll stay completely blank, and no one will be able to purchase it for any reason until it's rezoned to a different zone. You got agricultural zones, so this is zoning that can only be used for farms. If I wanted to like say, hey, this right here, that's farmland. You know, you can't build factories there. Alright, now one thing that's important to note, if you wanted to rezone this coal, at least like that, they can, I don't know if they can still build a firm there, but if there is a firm there, it won't be forced to relocate. And that's one thing about this. If you like rezone a factory as a residential area, that factory has to move. It doesn't get grandfathered in or anything like that. Let's look at the building tool. You see that I have less stuff right now? That's because I'm still in government mode. But I can build things like, hey, an apartment. That's not a good idea. It'll help convince people to move in. Let's see, what do I want? Well, how about we just build a small one for now? And how about we just build it like right here, generally in the middle of the city center. And there we go. Cool. Let's see what else we can build. We can build media firms if we want to, government media. Not really interested in doing that right now. We don't have the money. You have commercial buildings you can set up. Nice. There are civic buildings as well. We're going to need a city hall, so we might as well build one of those. How about we build it like, I don't know. How about right here? Look at there. Now we have a budget for training. We have staff skill level. There's all kinds of stuff right here now. This is where you can do a lot of your management from. We want to operate City Hall at full functionality, so we're going to raise it all the way up. There we go. What else do we got? We got police stations, fire stations, grade schools, middle schools, high schools, all kinds of stuff, you name it. We're going to hold off on building a lot of this stuff right now though. Sports facilities, all kinds of cool stuff here. Nice. There we go. And now I don't know if we fast forward, people might move in. Now, one thing we can do is we can change the tax rate. That's probably not a bad idea. If we lower taxes, then that might allow us to attract new businesses and people to the city. Where we do that at? Policies. You see, you got the mayor. We got Alman Conrat National Party. We can change a couple of her settings, like if we want her to auto build civic buildings, we can do that. Auto build apartments, there we go. Auto manage media, apartments, and commercial. Nice, nice, nice. If we wanted to set up some policies for her, we could change the consumer tax rate. Let's set this down to about 3%. We can set the individual income tax rate. Let's set this down to about 7%. Corporate profit tax rate, we're going to change this down to about 10%. And unemployment benefits, we're going to keep this at about 15%. Annual limit on immigrants, there you go. Come on in. The doors are open. So there's that. And then you got industries, and you can actually set specific taxes on individual industries somehow. I don't know exactly where to do that at. It's not in here. I don't know. There's a way to do it. I don't really know how, but yep, there you go. Now IPOs, real quick. What is an IPO? How's that work? Just come on down here, come back to financial actions, come over here to initial public offering, and you can see that if we go and do an IPO right now, we'll offer our stock price at $6 a share, and we can offer up to 40% of our company at once, and we'll get $100 million for that, and our market cap at IPO will be $250 million. So there you go, that's how that works. Basically, just like you'd expect. If we wanted to do the most we could, we'd raise $100 million. There you go. I'm just going to fast forward real quick and see if people actually move to the city. Let's see. Oh, yep, we have some citizens here now. So that's nice. Let's see. We have 2,000 people living here. And I'm surprised at how competitive it is. Like, there are so many general stores for 2,000 people. And I assume that over time, the city would just gradually grow really slowly. And eventually, it'd be just like any other city. Anyways, thank you for watching. This has been Thinking with LanParty. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.